Hi everyone. It has been a little while and I wanted to give you guys an update on how everything's been going. I realize that this is a long time coming. I haven't vlogged since March or February. I think February. And obviously since then a lot has happened, and I've had some people ask me how I've been doing and how I'm doing during all of this and if we're okay, and just kind of give you guys a little bit, just a little bit, not a, long-winded explanation of what's going on, because you and I both know what's been happening. So I don't need to reiterate the importance of what's going on. But John and I are fine, and we are working from home. So that's a good step one. We both are still employed and have our jobs, which is a good step two. Me, it's a little iffy because I have been dealing with a lot of shit prior to working from home, as far as work is concerned, and now a lot of that is escalated and is really unknown because of the territory we're in. Obviously a lot of like revenue and stuff have kind of plummeted for a lot of businesses. So I'm kind of up in the air as far as where my job is going to go in the coming weeks, months, who knows. It's kind of difficult. I've watched way too many people lose their jobs and be laid off, and it seems to be getting worse now. So we'll see. I'm crossing fingers that hopefully something good turns around. As a positive note, since I started working from home, I realized how much I like working from home and how much more calmer and relaxed and focused I am, and can get more stuff done in a day when I am in a very confined area with a lack of people, because offices are hustle and bustle and gossip and just like everything going on, and I easily get distracted by everything and everybody around me. So this has actually been a very welcome transition, thankfully. As far as my health is concerned, that is questionable. Not in like a scary like sense, but as you know, a lot of you know, I've been having issues for a little while now, and unfortunately with the whole staying at home thing, there's more of an issue with getting out and moving and exercising and stuff because I'm not doing what I used to. So that's putting a huge damper on just everything. I just recently had a saliva test done, and I had blood drawn for a bunch of blood tests and everything, and some of the blood tests came back with like wonky levels because my hormones are still all over the place. They still are trying to figure out how to contain them and what to do about them. The saliva test is to follow up with the progesterone cream, the really weird cream in the tube that came in a Ziploc bag. It's to see if that's working, so I'm still waiting for the results on that. But I have been having new issues, which I was not expecting, and that is where it kind of worries me. In fact, the other day, which today is Thursday, so Tuesday, I had woke up in the morning and my face was beet red, redder than this, and hot to the touch for 12.5 hours. And there was nothing that I could do to subside it. Like, I tried cold compresses. I tried, ice packs. I tried, just anything I could think of, like drinking cold water, thinking, okay, maybe I'm stressed out, walk away, take a break, something like that, wouldn't necessarily, elevate anything or stress me out more. And like nothing was working. I was still hot all day, like spritzing my face with water. Nothing was helping. And lo and behold, I ended up taking Tylenol as a last ditch effort, because as the night went on, it was like my whole body started to feel very hot, but I had no fever at all. So that was the first concern I had, was like, oh my God, what if I have this? And I didn't have a fever. I was just hot from the inside out, and my face was like beet red. And after I took the Tylenol, within like 30 minutes, I'd say, it subsided. Like, my face was still red, but not as red. And then when I woke up the next day, it was like nothing had happened. And I was thinking, was it something I ate? Did I have something too salty? Did I, like, you think everything. And there was no explanation. So as far as my health goes, I'm still trying to work the kinks out and try to figure out what to do. I'm still waiting on a lot of the test results to come back, and for me to somehow get a hold of a doctor, because a lot of doctors are doing like the telecalls, like the whatever conference calls or whatever the hell they're called. I had one of those so far, and it was really interesting and weird. So I don't know what this next one will bring, if I have to set up an appointment or if they'll just call me with it. Up in the air. We are kind of stuck here, quarantined until further notice. John is possibly going back into the office within the coming weeks or month. And for me, they're saying either July or September. It's really iffy where I live, because we are only like 4 or 5 hours away from New York City, and a lot of our traffic goes across the border, so it's kind of up in the air, and I still live in a red county, which means it's a really highly impacted, infected county by COVID-19. So businesses are still shut down. Social distancing is still in practice. However, I don't really see a lot of people do it anymore. I think people have kind of given up. I don't really see a lot of people wearing masks unless I go to the grocery store or places where they say, like, yes, you cannot come in here without a face mask. But some people are they're not taking it seriously, and it bothers me because, I am one of those people that you need to wear face masks around me, especially because of all the health issues I have. I do have an autoimmune disease. My immune system is compromised and shit, and I could easily pick this up off of somebody. So I'm trying to stay home as much as possible, away from all of this. And that includes from work, that includes from friends, that includes from everything. Thankfully, a lot of my friends are you guys, and you're all on the internet, so we're good. But and just like mentally, I'm okay. I have good days and I have bad days. I think seeing a lot of stuff on the news kind of brings me down, so I try not to, read too much about it. However, I work in a newspaper, so it's kind of hard. I see a lot of news come and go. And I'm just like, I have really bad, like, depressing days when, like, something happens and it just sets my whole day off. Hearing about the recent layoffs at work didn't help, and just like other things that like happened, in the past couple of weeks. Just like, sometimes it was silly things, sometimes it was serious things. Like last week, John and I went to go take the garbage out for the day. We have, like, in our backyard, we have all of our garbage cans set up next to our stairs as you walk out the door. And so I was getting ready to, like, throw something in one of the cans, and as I bent down to reach the can, I saw that there was a cat laying there on the ground, and it was dead. And I just broke down. I didn't know this cat. This wasn't like a neighbor's cat. This wasn't my cat. It was just a cat. And we have strays around here, but seeing that there at that time, it was emotional and upsetting, because it wasn't dead for a while. It wasn't dead for weeks, it wasn't dead for many, many days. And I don't want to reiterate how I would know that, because I just know that it was freshly dead, and I don't know what happened to it, but it just bothered me to see that and think, my God, we could have helped her. She just died hours ago, not even. And I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if something attacked her. I don't know if somebody hurt her. I'm never going to know, but John was kind enough to give her burial. I say her, I don't know if it was a her, but we do have a lot of cats around here that have kittens and stuff, so I usually assume that it's female. I could be completely wrong, but it was emotional. So I usually have good days, and then that happens, like I get so motivated and I'm like, okay, I had a great day, the sun's out, everything's great, and then that happens, and then I'm back into a slump, back into this terrible, like, depressing phase for like days. And unfortunately, in quarantine during all of this, you can't just like escape and go somewhere and like hang out, you can't go out and eat dinner. You can bring dinner home, but everything's done in the home. So it's not the worst. I am, for the most part, a hermit, but it hurts to see other people around me kind of suffer, if that makes sense, because not everybody is experiencing this whole quarantine thing the same way. So that's what makes it difficult. And then dead cat. So I cuddled mine extra that day. But aside from that, not a hell of a lot going on. I'm still streaming. But due to all of the shit that happened at work and with my health and stuff, I ended up canceling the last stream because I just was not up for it, and I didn't want to just carry on and be like, hey, I know I look like a tomato right now, but let's stream. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, but we're okay. We're good. We're healthy. I'm trying to stay home as much as possible. Like I said, John goes out a lot. We kind of alternate when we go out, so I'll go out like 1 week to get stuff, and then I won't go out again for like a month, and then he'll go out and get stuff. So, but for the most part, if it's something small, he goes and he gets it if he's already out. But yeah, what a time to be alive, right? But I hope all of you guys are doing well. I hope you are all safe and healthy, and I'm hoping to get everything figured out. My face is still pretty scarred. I don't know if you can tell. It's pretty, like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, which kind of sucks, but I'm kind of just getting used to the fact that this is just how it looks. There's really not much I can do about it right now. Unfortunately, one of my elevated out of wonk hormone levels is testosterone, which women do have it, but they're not supposed to have a lot, and I have a lot, which is probably due to the PCOS. It's like this whole cycle of like everything you need to do. And one of the side effects of those elevated hormones is you just break out in terrible acne, and it fucking sucks. I feel like I'm 12. So, that's my life right now. But I hope you guys are doing better. If you do have to work out there in the front lines, regardless if it's retail or if you're a doctor or a nurse or whatever, thank you. We appreciate you and commend you for doing what you can to help keep all of us going. I hope that all of this, as far as like the virus and the impact and how it's affected people, I hope it teaches everybody a valuable lesson, whether or not it's been directly impacted by you. And I hope that we all learn and grow from this. I don't know what I was going to say afterwards, but I can only hope that as a nation of people, we can evolve from what we know and say, okay, all of this happened, and then in the future, let's make sure none of this happens again, kind of thing. But we shall see. So that's it for now. And I will try to update you as I'm getting texted. I will try to update you in the future with anything else new going on, and try to get better vlogging going on again. And hopefully all of this is kind of situated a little bit over time. So we shall see. So thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.